If you see me with a defeated look on my face, I think if you've watched my episodes or my shows and you've seen me look like that before, I think maybe you might have an idea on what happened. Wondershare, if you are listening, fix your platform. I know you're not listening. But it is so frustrating when you talk for 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes with the platform you've paid for, and it doesn't save, and it says that the file can't be saved, it's damaged, and all this kind of stuff. For what? For what? Give me a break. It's frustrating, man. I'm telling you, it's frustrating. In Heintz Sight, we're back, March 31st, Thursday. I'm redoing this. This isn't the only time it's happened, but I'm redoing this, folks. But anyway, as I always appreciate you guys taking the time out of your days, your evenings, to listen to me talk about sports for however long. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, that would be great, because it free of charge. It just helps me reach, it helps grow the channel, and then obviously it helps me reach more audience and stuff like that, people to interact with, stuff like that. So, as long as you're a fan of sports, this is definitely a place for you. We love to talk about multiple different things all around the sport leagues and stuff like that. But today, there's one thing in particular that I wanted to come on here and talk about. And I'm going to jump right into it. I'm not going to BS a little bit and stuff like that, especially because I have to redo this. 2 days ago, the Pirates, and obviously, if you can't tell, I'm a Pirate fan. Peep the, where's it at? Pirate stuff in the back. The Pirates have optioned. Well, excuse me. Sorry about that. The Pirates have optioned National League Rookie of the Year favorite Oneil Cruz to AAA. There was a lot of backlash on this from Pirate fans, understandably so, including myself. Folks, if you're a Pirate fan watching this, you understand. You understand. Oneil Cruz is the favorite to win the NL Rookie of the Year this year. Oneil Cruz is 23, going on 24. Oneil Cruz spent a good bit in AAA this year. 15 ABs, hit over 330, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, on-base machine, exit velocity of over 120 miles an hour off the bat, playing shortstop most of the time, did a little bit in the outfield. I know the Pirates, and it's understandably so, it's also kind of been said too, not just the Pirates coming out with it, but Oneil Cruz is a 6'7" shortstop. He's got a very lengthy frame. So yeah, it's understandable why the outfield as well is kind of maybe a reasonable spot. At the end of the day, I don't care where he plays. Okay? The guy, very athletic, high ceiling, a lot of potential. Top 25 ranked prospect in all of baseball. Yeah, and I wanted to come on here and talk about it, just how ridiculous this move is. Now, there's a few people on Twitter I've seen that defended the move and stuff like that. You're an absolute idiot. I don't care who you are. Don't care. I understand why they optioned him, because to get an extra year of control, and where it would cost a little bit less to pay him in the future. How many times have the Pirates done this with promising prospects? Where has it gotten them? Absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And I know teams do this a lot. I know it even happened with Chris Bryant and the Cubs. But the difference is with that, the Cubs were actually building something. The Cubs were actually committed to guys. The Pirates are not. Now, I have given the Pirates a lot of praise over the last couple years in the sense of overhauling the front office, in the sense of Ben Cherington making moves, making trades, things like that, to really rebuild that farm system that was terrible. And he's done a great job. They are the third ranked farm system on MLB. You can probably intermingle them wherever. So, yes, you've done a great job there. At the end of the day, you still have the owner you have. So how much is ultimately going to change? That's the question, and I'll believe it when I see it. But why myself and a lot of Pirate fans were pissed off, outraged, annoyed, frustrated by this move is because Oneil Cruz is already one of your best players on the team, number one. Number two, he doesn't need AAA. Not every player needs to go through AAA. He did great in AA. Last year, he was there up a little bit in AAA last year, and he came into the majors, made his debut the last few games of the season last year, did pretty well. 2021 spring training, had a great spring, has another great spring now. He's ready. He's ready to take that next step, and he's already one of the best players you have. He's already going to be going on 24 years old, and I know that he'll be up by around June, but still, I was hoping he would have been on the opening day roster just as much as everybody else was. But why I'm not defending this move is, like I said, I understand why they did it. But that's gotten the Pirates absolutely nowhere with the amount of times they've done this with prospects over the last several years. And, wow, 2028. Who cares about 2028? You're all about right now, right? You're all about right now. You have a lot of young prospects that are going to be ready to get themselves up to the majors in the next year, 2 years. 2024 is kind of that time frame that the Pirates are looking at to get back into being a competitive playoff caliber type of team, right? What are you gaining out of getting an extra year of control for Oneil Cruz? Because we know the Pirates don't extend players. They don't. And okay, if you want to be that person who says, well, if you look at certain extensions over the when does that date back to? 2013, 2014, 2015? When have they done any of that recently? Not very recently. And those contract extensions that they've given to maybe 6-7 people since 2013 or whatever weren't expensive contract extensions at all. Why haven't they given one to Bryan Rynolds? Why aren't they agreeing on an arbitration situation with Bryan Rynolds because they don't want to pay him an extra $600,000? I mean, what's that tell you? The thing is, Oneil Cruz's fate, gaining an extra year of control is going to do nothing. Oneil Cruz's fate is being traded in 2027 or 2028. When he has 1 year, maybe 2 years left of player control, is being traded. That's the way the Pirates do it. When guys come up from the minors and start to flourish into solid guys, solid players. Hold on, I'm gonna have to charge this computer. I'm gonna have to charge this laptop real quick. I'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. I'm sorry about that. So if you kind of see a little transition or things like that, as I said, I had to charge my laptop. It was battery's ass, and I had to do an update to the software I have, and it's completely killed that. So anyway, back to what we're saying. As once guys are transitioning up into the big leagues for the Pirates and they start to flourish and they become something, a solid guy or somebody, hey, they can really build around this guy. They can really build around this person. When arbitration's close to being done, they're out the door. So when I'm saying Oneil Cruz's fate is being traded, that's what we can expect because that's what we've been given over how many years? So that's why I'm saying there's absolutely, who cares about 2028, and it's absolutely irrelevant because they trade him anyway. So unless you finally have a change of the guard where you start to give guys extensions and stuff like that, then okay, maybe that extra year would help in terms of contract talks and when to extend them and stuff like that. But until further notice, we have absolutely zero reason to have any hope for that. I would love Bryan Rynolds to be extended, and Bryan Reynolds is being a complete professional about it. I don't think the Pirates are going to trade him anytime soon necessarily. But whatever, I mean, you can listen to whatever call, sure, but I don't even think it should be a thought. I would love to see if the Pirates trade Bryan Reynolds. I would love to see a fan reaction to that. I mean, I already know what it would be. Look how bad attendance has been, man. Ever since Andrew McCutchen was traded. I mean, that was really the catalyst in terms of the fan base. But you look at the last 5 years. Look how terrible the attendance is. People don't care. People are over it. People are sick and tired of the pirate way, the pirate regime. And it's never going to change with the owner. It's never going to change until he is out. And I truly wish MLB would freaking do something about the lack of spending, the payroll for the Pirates. Force them out. Sell the damn team. Enough of the bullshit. If Bryan Rynolds would get traded, I don't even know what to tell you. I don't think I'd watch a game. Really, I don't. It's so hard to be a fan of this team. But that's why a lot of us were mad and upset because, yes, we wanted O'Neal Cruz there opening day. But he's already one of your best players. He's ready to play at the major league level. I don't care what John Wayner has to say on the Pirate broadcast. Well, get him down to AAA. He hasn't had enough bats there. Not everybody needs to go through it, dude. That's the typical Pirate way, and you keep people down too long. It's the way it goes. It's the way it freaking goes with this franchise. And all just to stretch some money and have a year of control when, we're all accustomed to what's going to happen that final year or two. So, why even bother setting him down? I don't understand it. I don't. And yeah, I know he'll be up in June, but you get my point. So, it's just frustrating to see it, and I was hoping it wasn't, but with O'Neal Cruz being down, being sent down, I hope, well, this is kind of what we're looking at with the opening day roster. Bryan Rynolds, obviously in the outfield. Ben Gamble will play probably in left field, maybe right, I don't know. Greg Allen, who they did acquire in the offseason, I believe, through free agency. He's kind of been with the Yankees, the Blue Jays, stuff like that. He's kind of had a good showing in spring. I could see him getting that opportunity to start in the outfield. Sasugo will play first. Obviously, you'll have Hayes at third base. Them signing Roberto Perez in the offseason, defensive-minded catcher. He'll be behind the plate. Cole Tucker has had a very impressive spring. And Cole Tucker made his debut in 2019. Former first-round pick, I believe, back in 2014, I think, was the year. And he hasn't shown anything in the sense of being a first-round pick at all. A lot of times, probably not even deserving to be on the roster. But he's kind of, he's had 2019. He was up a lot through 2019. 2020, you have half a year. And then last year wasn't good for him. But this spring training, he's definitely, his glove has been MLB ready for a while now. Like, his defense, his play style, his range, stuff like that, that's not really a concern. It's getting on base. It's the bat. It's the at-bats and stuff like that that's been holding him back. And this spring, we're seeing more pop. We're seeing consistency. He's hitting over 300. He's had a couple home runs. And that's what you want to see from Cole Tucker. Like, if Cole Tucker can really grab hold of that offensive, really gaining traction and being an offensive type of player. Sorry, my knee hit that. He's not a guy that's going to hit you 20-plus home runs a year. But if he's a guy that can get on base, can be a good get good contact, get singles, doubles, stuff like that. That's, I think, kind of what you're hoping for with Cole Tucker this year. And if he's able to work on that, if he's able to really adapt that to his game this year, he can definitely have a future role part of the team, 100%. And he's a guy you can play in different areas. He can be a utility type of guy. So we'll kind of see how he goes off of that, but I would imagine he's probably going to be a starter on opening day. Diego Castillo, who they acquired with the Yankees through the Clay Holmes trade, he's had a great spring. Spent time in Double-A. I believe he spent a little time in Triple-A last year, I think. I believe he's 24 now, but he's had a great spring. Really getting a lot of pop off that bat. He already hit another home run today with their spring training game. I believe he's got 4 homers in the spring already. He's definitely somebody who is worthy and deserving of starting opening day, because this is, even though Diego Castillo isn't viewed as one of your top prospects or anything like that, guys like this can still offer things to the table. Guys like this, it's all about opportunity. So who's to say he doesn't turn into a quality type of player or anything like that? But he definitely is deserving, so I think, of doing that. And where the Pirates are at right now, like, you want your young guys to keep growing. The Hayes, the Reynolds, obviously, Cole Tucker, guys like that. Like, that's the place you're at, right? So give Castillo at bats, man. Give him playing time. See what you can really get out of this guy. Oh, no, we're going to start Kevin Newman. For what? I guarantee you Kevin Newman's a starting shortstop opening day. For what? If you want to keep him on the roster, that's fine up until O'Neal Cruz comes up, or things like that. See how the season goes. And this is a knock on Kevin Newman as the person. I'm sure he's a cool dude, a nice guy, things like that. But he has not been a first-round pick. He has not lived up to that. And at best, he's just a backup infielder. That's just how he is. He's not a very good major league player. So what are you starting him for? What else is there to be seen? He's been up for 5 years. So I'm hoping that we're seeing Cole Tucker, Castillo in that middle infield right there. Sasugo will be at first, and then them signing Vogelbach will be a DH. He has some pop, but I'm not expecting a whole lot. So the rotation, Mitch Keller's had a phenomenal spring. He's obviously had a very rocky start to his Pirate career dating back to 2019. Hopefully this would be the year where he has that breakthrough, where he's really mastered certain things of his craft. And sometimes it takes players a little bit to really evolve into that, transcend into that area. Sometimes they get it right away. Sometimes it takes some time. So hopefully that's Mitch Keller's been able to do that. I would love to see nothing but a great season for him, and him to be able to be a guy that's a formidable spot in the Pirates rotation. He's still kind of young and stuff like that, but I imagine he'll probably start opening day. J.D. Brubaker will be in there as well. He had a really good start of the season, kind of early on the first couple months, and then fell apart, but they signed Jose Quintana. He's had an awful spring, but he'll probably start. Dylan Peters, who was on the team last year, he's kind of just a bridge guy in the rotation. He'll probably be there. Will Crow, who they got through the Josh Bell trade, he's pretty worthless. He's ass, but I don't understand why he would be in the rotation, but whatever. Bryce Wilson, who they got from the Braves for Richard Rodriguez. It's been in spring. Maybe he'll find himself in the bullpen to start. I don't know. And then also Zach Thompson, who they acquired through the Jacob Stallings trade from the Miami Marlins. He's kind of like a low-end starter, probably viewed as a long reliever as well type guy. But he's had a strong spring. He had a strong showing today, so I'd imagine he would probably get a spot in the rotation. But that's what it's all about. It's as Pirate fans, as what you want to see with coaching and obviously management. You want to see that jump from last year to this year with your guys, and obviously record-wise and stuff like that. O'Neal Cruz comes up. Hopefully Roansy Contreras, their number one pitching prospect, can come up as well. And then obviously you have your young guys and really that transition period, and even next year and stuff like that, until you can get to that point where these guys are up and ready to play. So I don't know. I am excited for baseball in general, and I enjoy baseball and everything. It's just, as a Pirate fan, it's so frustrating with these things, man. If you're a Pirate fan, you obviously know. If you're not a Pirate fan, I'm sure you still understand. So, but that's really what I wanted to get on here and talk about, really the O'Neal Cruz situation and stuff. I'm not really going to branch out in anything else. I'm honestly going to end the show there. About 20, 25 minutes in or so. Sucks I had to redo this, but it is what it is. But you guys can follow me on Twitter, Nate_Heintz. Nathan_Heintz on Instagram, and Heintz Sight on Facebook, my Facebook page. Feel free to give that a follow to keep up with all things the channel, to interact with me, things like that. If you guys could hit the subscribe, hit the thumbs up on the video, free of charge, I'd really appreciate it. It just helps things keep growing, reaching other people and stuff like that. I'd greatly appreciate it. But we'll be back this weekend, most likely, with some extra content. Might talk about some NBA stuff leading into the playoffs. Maybe some winners, losers of the offseason so far. There is some big news. Bobby Wagner going to the Rams. That's something we could talk about. I actually called that. when he got released. So I saw it coming a mile away. But anyway, enjoy your guys' Thursdays and your weekend, everything like that. We will most likely see you this weekend. Thank you all for the support, and we will see you then. Take care.